So a few months back, I bought some new inline skates, and I haven't inline skated in many years. Seriously, I used to do it a lot, and I thought this year would be a good year to get some skates for some exercise and lose some weight because I gained weight ever since COVID. So I went out and I bought these right here, and these are K2 Kinetics, Kinetic 80s right here. And I used to have K2 skis back in the day when I was a ski instructor, and K2 made perfectly good equipment. But I'm here to warn you, don't buy these skates because they are horrible skates. They are terrible. And I'll explain to you what happened to me. So I went out this weekend, went to the park with the family, and I put these skates on, and I could not skate in them. I mean, I could, but it was really, really bad. It was very uncomfortable. Not like my feet being uncomfortable, but I kept, imagine there's 2 feet here, right? The left foot, the right foot. I got the right skate here. I'd be standing in the skate, and they just want to go like this. They want to fall toward the outside like that. And I didn't know. I thought it was me. I thought it's because it's been years, and maybe I have weak ankles now or something. And I was having the most horrible time trying to skate in these skates. These things, I was getting depressed about how bad of a time I was having with them. So I took them off. I only skated for maybe like 10 minutes trying to skate, and it was a horrible experience because it was very defeating. I thought that there was something wrong with me. I didn't realize it was the skates because these are brand new skates. The only skates I had prior was I had Rollerblade Lightnings back in the 90s, and they worked. I just put them on and I started skating on them when I first got them. I mean, I skated in the old-fashioned, truck skates, like the four-wheeled skates, well, these have 4 wheels too, but I just it just started out skating. I mean, it wasn't like I had like amazing skills at skating, but I started out. I mean, I had been a ski instructor, a snowboard instructor. It wasn't like a big leap for me to put on rollerblades and actually start skating on them. But these, I was having a horrible time. So I was feeling like it was me. I'm not in the best shape right now. I get winded easier than I used to, but I'm still strong. So it just seemed strange to me that I was having such a hard time on these skates. Anyway, so I was watching a bunch of videos, and they're talking about this, what they call falling inward or falling outward. And so basically I'm falling outward, and it's the skate. And I guess it's because of where the wheels are on the bottom, the rail, the frame they call it, and that it's the positioning of this. And I think there's more weight on the outside here when I'm standing on the skate that makes me want to. And again, I'm not falling, but the skate is folding underneath me. It's literally kind of ripping out. So this doesn't. The other thing too is that there's one ratchet strap here. It's really hard to get it tight. Then you have this completely useless Velcro strap here. It does absolutely nothing. It does nothing. All it does is maybe hold your laces in place. And then the rest is just these laces here. And I tighten those. You can see that they're pretty tight there. I tighten them as hard as I could pull on them. And it didn't help. So after watching some YouTube videos on it, I ordered on Amazon over this weekend. These are the K2 Lightnings now. These are the new K2 Lightnings. They're very different from the original Lightnings, but I said K2 Lightnings. I meant Rollerblade. These are Rollerblade Lightnings, okay? These are brand new Rollerblade Lightnings. They came today in the mail. I put them on my lunch break, and I was skating around the kitchen like I never stopped skating before. These things are great in comparison. Just like I went from like just not being able to stand in them in the K2s to these, they're like perfect. Now I don't know what the difference is here. Like, if you can see the difference, let's hold them up here. These are both the same side. Let's see here. Like, I guess these, the roller, I really can't tell. Straight on here. This is hard to align these. But, wow. Okay, this one, because they're mirrored, everything's mirrored for me. Anyway, scientifically, I haven't got any measurements that make these different, but they are so much better. They are so much better. The other, I mean, I did go down a size. I went from I'm like size 12 sneakers. These are size 11s, and I went down to a 10, and you could take out a piece to make this into a 10.5. Like if there's a footboard in here or something. So these are really tight on my feet, but not just so my toe like hits the end pretty good, but not so tight that they're hurting my feet. I will say that I had a couple issues that just because of my calf, the size of my calf, that hooking this upper latch, you just push this back in again. So I do have slightly wide feet, but that really wasn't the issue. It was right here. These latches are interesting, is that they have the ratchet part on the buckle side. So you can adjust it here. I don't think anybody showed that part. So you can adjust the, like people have showed this feature, but they didn't show that it was actually like the ratchet strap part. So yeah, so I have this all the way out. And like that I can get on this last clip right here and then buckle it on my foot. I just have big calves, I guess. But I was able to get these on and comfortable once they're on, and I can skate really well in them. So yeah, so these are, from my perspective, way better than the K2 skates. Now the K2 skates, I bought them for $70 with tax, so they were ridiculously cheap. I should have known better. These were $200 off of Amazon. So just for a comparison, you are paying for a better skate. You've got a buckle down here, and the K2s have no buckle. They have this stupid Velcro nothingness here. Also, a few other things. The liner is not removable. You can't pull it out. I mean, you can. You're going to rip the bottom of the liner. So you can't take the liner out to clean it or anything like that. You cannot adjust the rails because it's all just one piece molded into the footbed, which is interesting because my original K2 Lightnings, they were just riveted to the bottom just like this of the boot, but they were good, and these are not, and you can't adjust them. There's no adjustment at all on them, which is something I wasn't even aware of because I hadn't bought skates in 30 years. So now these, they have little underneath here. There's a screw right there, and there's another screw down here, and you could adjust the alignment of the skate. The skate's perfectly aligned right now, so I'm not going to mess with it. And the liner pops out. You could change the footbed. There's a whole bunch of things with it. The skate is excellent. I mean, I didn't try. I thought about getting the twisters. They're another $150, and I just figured, and they said they're harder for people with wider feet. My foot is 4.5 inches wide when I'm standing, and 4 inches wide when I'm not having any pressure on it. So I guess I have a pretty wide foot. I'm like a size 12 shoe, but I forget how many inches long I measured it at. So, probably the wideness plays into the length of the shoe I wear as well. I wear 13s on some sneakers too. So, but yeah, so these are, I got 10s here. They're nice and they're real tight on my feet, but nothing that hurts. So I just wanted to share this warning story to not buy this K2 skate. I don't know if K2 makes any good skates at all. My friend back in the 90s had a set of K2 aggressive skates, and he seemed to like them. I never used them. He had a smaller foot than I did, so I never got to try them out. So the only skates I've ever used in my life were the mid 90s K2 Lightning. I think it was called the Lightning 2 specifically. They look the same as the regular Lightning, but it said Lightning 2 on it with 2 eyes, Roman numerals. And yeah, so that's all I've used before, and I used to skate a lot. Backwards skating, doing little pirouette spins and all that kind of stuff, and no problems. But yeah, so I'm just saying, these are really good. I really like them. Don't buy the K2 skates. And that's it for this video. Thank you.